In India, we are raised with one ultimate truth. Beta, khud ka ghar hona chahiye. We're told rent is throwing money away and an EMI is an investment. But what if I told you that in 2026, for many of you watching this, buying a home is the fastest way to kill your wealth? Today, we aren't just looking at emotions, we are looking at the cold hard math of the 2026 Indian real estate market. We'll compare a 1 crore flat in a city like Bangalore or Mumbai against a smart renter who invests the difference. By the end of this video, I'm going to reveal a hidden 7-year rule that almost no real estate agent will tell you, a rule that determines exactly when you should stop renting and start buying. If you ignore this, you could be losing over 50 lakhs without even realizing it. Let's talk about the pride of ownership. It feels great to tell your relatives at a Diwali party that you've bought a 3 BHK. But let's look at the entry cost in 2026. If you buy a house worth 1 crore today, you aren't just paying 1 crore. 1. The down payment, at least 20%. That's 20 lakhs gone from your savings. 2. Stamp duty and registration. In states like Maharashtra or Karnataka, that's another 5 to 7%. That's 7 lakhs you will never see again. 3. Interiors and brokerage. Add another 10 to 15 lakhs for woodwork, modular kitchen and legal fees. Before you even step inside, you spent 40 lakhs out of pocket. Now let's look at the home loan. In early 2026, interest rates are hovering around 8.5 to 9%. For an 80 lakh loan over 20 years, your EMI is roughly 70,000 rupees per month. Wait, do you know how much total interest you pay over 20 years? You'll pay back nearly 1.7 crore rupees to the bank for an 80 lakh loan. You're literally buying one house for yourself and one house for the bank manager. Now let's look at the renter. In the same neighborhood where that 1 crore flat costs 70,000 rupees in EMI, you can likely rent it for 30,000 to 35,000. Wait, why is rent so much lower? In India, the rental yield is incredibly low, usually 3%. This is the renter's greatest advantage. Let's look at the opportunity cost. Our renter doesn't pay 7 lakhs in stamp duty. He doesn't pay 10 lakhs in interiors. He keeps that 40 lakhs, that's the down payment plus extra costs, and invests it. If he puts that 40 lakhs into a diversified index fund or a step-up SIP and adds the 35,000 difference between the EMI and the rent every month, after 10 years, even with the conservative 12% return, the renter's investment portfolio could be worth nearly 2.5 crore rupees. Meanwhile, the buyer has a house. Sure, the house price appreciated. If the property grew at 6% per year, which is the average for Indian residential real estate, that 1 crore house is now worth 1.8 crore. Maths check. Buyer has an asset worth 1.8 crore but still owes the bank money. Renter has a liquid cash portfolio of 2.5 crore rupees. Who is actually wealthier? But wait, it gets worse for the buyer. As an owner, you are responsible for property tax and society maintenance. In a premium gated community, maintenance can be 5,000 to 8,000 rupees every single month. That's another 1 lakh rupees a year gone. And then there's illiquidity. If you need money urgently, you can't sell one bedroom of your house. Selling a property in India takes 6 to 12 months and you have to pay a 2% brokerage to the agent. The renter, he can click redeem on his mutual fund app and have the money in his bank account in 48 hours. Now I know what you're thinking. Is buying a house always a scam? No. There are 3 specific scenarios where buying wins. 1. The tax benefit. If you are in the 30% tax bracket, the deductions under Section 24 and 80C act like a discount on your interest. 2. The forced savings effect. Many people aren't disciplined. If they don't have an EMI, they spend the money on iPhones and vacations. The EMI forces you to build an asset. 3. Emotional stability. You can't put a price on not having a landlord tell you to move out in 11 months. If you have kids in school or elderly parents, stability is a return on investment that math can't calculate. I promised you the 7-year rule. Here it is. In the Indian market of 2026, the break-even point is 7 years. If you plan to stay in a city for less than 7 years, renting is a mathematical landslide. Victory. The transaction costs, stamp duty, brokerage and interest are so high that you will almost certainly lose money if you sell early. But if you are certain you will live in that house for 15 to 20 years, the power of compounding real estate appreciation eventually catches up. After year 12, your rent would have increased significantly due to inflation, but your EMI stays fixed. That is when the buyer starts to win. The final secret. Most millionaires don't buy the house they live in first. They buy commercial real estate or REITs that pay them 8 to 10% yield, and they use that income to pay the rent. For a luxury flat, they get the luxury lifestyle without the 20-year debt. So before you sign that loan paper, ask yourself, am I buying this because I need a home or because society told me it's a good investment? Because in 2026, those two are very different things. If this video changed how you look at your home, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you there.